On the phone now is Florida Senator Bill Nelson, who's in Orlando. You don't have the same concerns in Orlando, Senator, but you are watching the whole state right now. What are your thoughts?
Ali, I just came from Tampa, and, of course, they are going to get what Mayor Henderson just described down in Fort Myers. They're going to get it in a few hours as it moves up the coast. Thankfully, since it's hitting land, it's going to weaken. But that same phenomenon that he has talked about, Tampa Bay is being drained out into the Gulf of Mexico, and then when the storm comes by, it's going to send it in that counterclockwise motion right back into Tampa Bay.
We've been talking to the mayor of Tampa Bay a lot, as we have with you over the last 48 or 72 hours. He's confident that the evacuation of the low-lying areas in Tampa, which are very obvious to anybody who lives in Tampa, the low-lying areas are exactly where the water touches the land, and that's where they have ordered emergency evacuations. Obviously, Tampa is our concern. When you and I talked about this 24 hours ago and 36 hours ago, Miami and the population centers in southeastern Florida were the concern. Now this is the concern. What's your sense of the level of preparation in Tampa?
I've been with the emergency operations people in Tampa for the last 2 days, and they are excellently prepared. There's a seamless cooperation between federal, state, and local levels. The shelters, people are just wonderfully taking care of the people. Give you an example, down in Naples, there's a university. They're next door to a very poor area called Immokalee. The university president of Ave Maria University opened the gymnasium and brought it in. This is entirely a private matter on his own, and did that. People are helping people. I'm very proud of our Floridians.
Senator, just as you're talking to me, I want to show our viewers, these are the various levels in Tampa, starting with level A, then B, C, D, and E. And if you look at a map of Tampa right now, what the senator is saying is this water has all gone out. Tourists were coming here to understand why there was no water in this area. This is now going to come back in, and all of the red is the level A. These are the areas with the mandatory evacuations. If you're in level B, you might want to consider going a little further in, but it's easy because in Tampa, the distances are not great. The level A's are literally right where the land hits the water, and then as soon as you go in inland from there, you're relatively safe. Once you're over here, you're now safe to 30 or 40 feet above sea level. So the good news, Senator, about Tampa is that while the areas that are lowest will get inundated quickly, it's actually easy to get to safety.
And folks obeyed the evacuation orders. That's what was great. And now those shelters are really taking care of them. Once the storm passes, then we're going to see how much water damage happened when it came flooding back into Tampa Bay.
Senator, I know you are going to take the opportunity. There are a lot of who say this isn't the time to discuss the effects of rising sea levels and climate change, but you're going to need to take that opportunity now to remind Floridians again that this is a matter that has to be taken seriously at all levels of government. And I would argue with you that in Florida, at some levels of government, including sometimes federal representatives there, it's not taken as seriously as it should be.
That's right. You don't have to wait for a storm to understand that the sea level is rising. We see, for example, downtown Miami, Brickell Avenue is covered in water. But before the storm, at mean high tide, Miami Beach has the water over the curbs, and they've had to spend tens of millions of dollars in pumps to get the water off. This is as a result that the sea is rising.
Senator, it's good that you've been talking to us as much as you are to keep us posted on what's going on across Florida and the preparations. Again, our thoughts are with the people of Florida. Senator Bill Nelson, thanks again for your time. I expect you and I are going to get some more chances to talk in the next couple of